Let me be blunt. Losing your position, your status, your authority, your sense of importance might be the best thing that ever happens to you. Most people fear being pushed aside more than they fear being wrong. They cling to titles, routines, and reputations long after those things stop serving them. I know because there was a moment when I effectively lost control of my own professional life. And in hindsight, it saved me from arrogance, from comfort, and from mistakes I didn't even know I was about to make. People watching this are afraid of one thing above all else: becoming irrelevant. Not broke overnight, not embarrassed publicly, just slowly sidelined. Markets change, firms change, leadership shifts. Suddenly the seat you thought was permanent isn't. What I've seen is that people react to this fear the wrong way. They double down on ego. They protect their image. They pretend nothing has changed. And that's when real damage begins, financially and psychologically. If you're over 50 and still tying your worth to your position, your role, or your past success, this is going to be uncomfortable. Here's what I learned over decades in investing and management. Losing control can sharpen judgment. Losing status can restore perspective. And losing certainty can force you to think clearly again. By the end of this video, you'll understand why being fired can be a gift in disguise, how comfort destroys decision-making, and how to rebuild authority without clinging to power. This isn't about career advice. It's about survival, intellectual, and financial. When you're in charge long enough, people stop challenging you. They nod. They agree. They soften bad news. That's dangerous. There was a point in my career when influence came easily, too easily. And when influence comes without friction, you stop pressure testing your own ideas. When that authority was reduced, I suddenly heard the truth again. Markets didn't care about my reputation. Reality didn't care about my past wins. Being secure feels good. Too good. When you believe your seat is safe, you stop asking uncomfortable questions. You assume tomorrow will look like yesterday. I've seen this destroy institutions. When my own sense of permanence was shaken, my sensitivity to risk returned. I started seeing fragility again, both in markets and in people. One of the most dangerous habits smart people develop is defending yesterday. You justify old positions, old strategies, old beliefs, not because they're still right, but because they're yours. When I was pushed out of certain decision-making roles, something strange happened. I stopped needing to be right. And once ego stepped aside, learning rushed back in. Power narrows your choices more than you think. You have to maintain consistency, project confidence, avoid reversals. When that pressure lifts, optionality returns. I could observe more, wait longer, act smaller. And ironically, that restraint improved outcomes. You've been told losing status means losing relevance. That's wrong. Relevance comes from judgment, not titles. You've been told stability equals safety. No. Stability often delays necessary change. You've been told experience guarantees wisdom. Only if you're still willing to unlearn. When life sidelines you financially or professionally, do this. Pause. Don't rush to reclaim status. Observe. Look for what you missed while you were comfortable. Simplify. Strip decisions down to fundamentals. Protect. Avoid irreversible mistakes. Rebuild. Slowly, with humility and margin for error. That framework has saved me more than once. The moment you fear losing control is often the moment you need to let go of it. Being fired didn't weaken me. It forced me to think again. And thinking clearly, especially later in life, is the greatest advantage you can have. If you want more hard lessons about money, risk, and judgment without the sugarcoating, subscribe and don't miss the next one.